Let me disable side quest for the night. There we go. It's not disabled, but heck. Here we go! Wait, is that 10 FPS? That's like 10 FPS there, dude.
Greetings, everyone. This is Jeff from
Wow.
the Overwatch team. Really excited today to go into a lot of detail. I have many things to talk about, so I will try to be as quick as possible, but we're going to cover a lot of topics. First up is the Torbjorn rework.
What? You want me to turn the music off?
Everyone has been really excited about and anticipating for some time now. Now, Torb is not going to drastically change. He's not going to do wildly new things, but he is going to do a few new things. The first thing to note is that armor packs are gone.
Heck
no
yeah!
His secondary ability.
What a waste!
And with that, the scrap system is also going away.
Heck yeah! It's terrible for a character.
An ability called Overload, which actually is going to look a lot like his old ultimate core, which means he's going to get some movement speed bonus. He's going to get some damage resistance, and he's going to get a firing rate increase. So that is Overload. It's on a cooldown.
On E?
It will make Torb more viable as a damage dealer in more situations where he can get in there and scuffle a little bit. Now, I mentioned Molten Core.
And he's a
his
god
old
duelist.
ultimate is changing. Let me describe his new ultimate for a second. We're keeping the name Molten Core because we think it's cool. We love World of Warcraft, and it's important to us. And
you designed the dungeon, probably.
He yells out Molten Core, so we're keeping that. What he does when he does Molten Core now is that awesome claw hook hand that he has comes up into frame. He has that magma, hot liquid magma, some might say, that he can now shoot out. He has limited ammo for it, and he can shoot out pools of that liquid magma that are very devastating in terms of area of effect damage, and it does extra damage against armor. So we think that will give Torb some new utility in his abilities. Also changing is how the turret works for Torbjorn.
It's a good zoning.
Gone are the levels of turrets. There's no more level 1, level 2, and level 3. It is only level 2 from now on. When he deploys it, it goes through a small but fast build time.
It better be fast.
He also can deploy it with a slight toss, which means that he can get it into some areas that he couldn't previously get it to before, which we think will create a lot of interesting and fun gameplay. So the goal with all of these changes is to make Torb a more acceptable pick on both attack and defense, and less map or role dependent than he was previously. So hopefully we'll see Torb being played in a variety of new ways. We think we were successful with Symmetra, where we really changed her presence on the battlefield and her perception with players. So that is the Torb rework. There will be more details about the Torb rework, such as changes to his rivet gun that we will detail on our forums, so please look out for those.
Are you going to put it on the forums when you have a dev update?
Hero balance changes. I'm not going to go into all of them. They'll all be detailed in the patch notes. They will hit the public test region. Not all of them will stay the same, so I'm not going to go into heavy detail on those. We're making some changes to Orissa's gun and how that fires. We're looking to improve 76 and McCree's viability with minor changes. There will be some changes to Pharah that increase her potential as a high-skill hero, but decrease her splash damage that was making her very dominant, in particular on console. So we think the Pharah adjustment will be both a bonus in both directions. Making her more powerful in the more skilled game, making her a little bit less powerful in certain lower skill situations. So we think that's going to be great.
You can try, Jeff.
There are other balance changes to other heroes coming. Again, those will be detailed in the patch notes, which we think will be great. Another big focus that we've put into an upcoming patch that's coming
so much time left
is great improvements to Colorblind.
I think the Torb stuff's done, to be honest.
People who are colorblind in many different ways. So our old system worked for a lot of people who were colorblind, but there were many colorblind folks who still really struggled with the game and perceiving friendly versus enemy. Thanks to all of the work that we did for esports and the Overwatch League, we are able to add color changes not only to the character silhouettes, but some of the interface elements.
Yes, that makes
and
sense.
We're giving you, in the colorblind mode, we're giving you options to select which colors work for you. Luckily, we have an amazing producer in charge of this feature who happens to be colorblind himself. And we've been really trying to interact with the colorblind community to suss out which of these colors are helpful or not helpful to people.
Have they?
Obviously, it's something we can iterate on.
About that.
It's not the end of what we'll do for color blindness, but I think it's a great next step to making color blindness feel a lot better. Also coming up, we're in that time of year where the Halloween event is coming up, the Halloween Terror. It's always one of my favorite times of the year. There's going to be certain areas that look spooky that weren't spooky previously, and I think you have those to look forward to. Now, I want to talk a lot about events. We got a lot of feedback during Summer Games. I want people to know that we care deeply for the events. We're going to continue to make awesome cosmetic content for the events, and I think some of the Summer Game skins were absolutely amazing. Baseball Zenyatta, for example.
You don't care about the dang event.
And we've got
you
some
added
great
Lucille
stuff
Ball
coming
back. That
for
was
the
terrible.
For example, Junkenstein's monster finally gets a bride, and I'll let you speculate about who that might be. So there's great cosmetic content coming for the events. Now, what is not going to change radically is there's not going to be dramatic new game modes or changes to the existing game modes in Halloween Terror. We feel like Junkenstein's Revenge is super fun. There's some minor iterations coming that we think are going to improve it. But for the most part, it's going to be similar to how it was before. And this is very intentional because what the team is working on right now, the team focus is very different. We're focusing on these hero balance changes. We think the recent support balance changes that we made were extremely successful and really changed the game in a great way. So we've got another round of balance changes coming, as I mentioned earlier, the Torb rework, and we're focusing heavily on quality of life changes, such as the colorblind mode that I mentioned before. You can also see some other features that have been added to the game recently, such as LFG and endorsements that have been a great improvement to the game. But it's been a focus shift for the team. We're focusing less on adding new versions of sporting events to Summer Games, for example, or adding new versions of Junkenstein's Revenge, and focusing on these other things as well. So we hope you understand. We're trying to be as transparent as possible about what our focus is.
Very transparent.
Things like the hero gallery filtering or the what's new wouldn't happen if we were focusing on this other stuff. So that's what's going on there. Similarly, I talked about last spring about 3 upcoming social features. 2 of those turned out to be LFG and endorsements.
Can you report Torb beans
I think they were extremely successful. I think the player bases like them. We're still iterating on them. We're still trying to make them better. And I mentioned that around this time frame that we're in right now, we would see the introduction of a 3rd social feature. Well, I was wrong about that, and I apologize. And it's part of why we try not to talk about stuff too early.
I'm like,
the social feature is something we're super excited about. We're working really hard on. I think some of the smartest, best people at Blizzard are working on it right now. The problem is it's way more technically challenging once we got into the work of actually creating it than we had anticipated. There were things that came up that we didn't see were going to come up. And we'd rather make the feature perfect and take our time with it than rush it out. That means it's inevitably going to push its release date out, definitely out of this year, but I don't have a new date for you, unfortunately. At this point, I've promised you one date that we're not going to deliver on, and I don't want to do that again. Hopefully you understand why this is happening. It's sort of part of software development for all of us who have worked on games or other types of software, we understand. But for those of us who haven't, it can be confusing sometimes. You know, well, why did you tell me we were going to get it?
Why do you have a passive?
And then we're not
every character has a passive.
I think there's a lot of other great stuff going on with the game right now. I think the development team focus is pretty awesome. We have a long list of quality of life features that we want to focus on to deliver to you guys. The hero balance changes, the Torb rework, LFG and endorsements are all contributing to making Overwatch a lot better, and there's a lot more on our list that we plan to deliver.
Good.
That's everything I have for today's developer update. We're really looking forward to feedback as all this stuff makes its way to the PTR. As always, we're reading everything on social media. We're reading our forums. We love hearing from you.
Me?
Thank you so much for playing the game, and thanks for hearing me out today.
No problem, Jeff. I'll go back to being the most hated player in Overwatch again. That was pretty cool, dude. Heck. Personally, I wonder. Now, this is just, I didn't like the E. I thought Scrap was a dumb mechanic to force a long-range hero to get close range. I thought that he shouldn't have had that they should have removed it. They did. Jeff, I hope you're watching. I love you. But, yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. Is there any patch notes? So, they did not talk about the, what's it called? The passive? I don't know if he has a passive. I guess he just doesn't. I mean, I guess he doesn't really need one. Watch Diva. Hold up. Can I report that video? I don't know how to report that video. I'm lucky. I'll go here to report it. No, we're not watching Diva. You want to watch Diva in high speed? Here, we'll watch Diva in high speed with like super low volume. But yeah. Oh, this is a thing for something else. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna open the game up again. We're gonna talk about the Torb rework, dudes. Yo, that's pretty hype. Even though there's nothing, like no PTR notes and no PTR update right now, I'll update it again. We'll check. Checking for updates. Heck yeah, dude. That's pretty cool. Go look at the forums. It shows details like how much damage his gun does now. Oh, wait, does it? Like the ult. Now that ult, I didn't think about that idea at all. That's crazy cool. Being able to, basically what I imagine is similar to like a WoW mechanic where you, what am I? I'm top 5, nice. But like similar to a WoW mechanic, this would be like lava, little blobs of lava around that would kind of stop people. That'd be actually really nice. Because then it means that, well, the only issue would be like mobility here, would just jump over it, but that would be really good against stopping characters like Ryan and all that. Drop the patch already. I'm gonna go on the forums. Do we have a forum link? I need a link. Is that a link? Ironic, you better be my Lord and Savior here. This better be a link here. Ah, boy. Overwatch. What is this? June 5th. That's not it. Alright, thank you, Tobbs. I can still click it. Thank you very much. Alright, we're gonna open this up with Chrome. Torbjorn Rework coming soon. There we go. Whoops. Well, this is kind of broken. But, hey. It works, I guess. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna make this as big as possible. My OBS is just messed up really bad. So, I don't really know if this gets cut off at all. I'm sorry. But, wow, that's nice! Coming soon! Heck yeah, dude! Alright, we're gonna change this to, edit rework. Thank you very much. I want the link too. There you go. I wonder if it's like a Junkrat-nade AoE. So what I assume is, they would do like this circular area with lava. Since it's the ultimate, it would probably be pretty big that you would just kind of spew out across. That would kind of cut people off. Your building would be enough to compensate for being more fragile because no armor. It's the no armor part is good. Removing Torbjorn fairly extensive rework to his abilities and weapons, so you can check out the PTR later today. Heck yeah, dude! Rework increases effectiveness in a wider range of situations while preserving the identity of the hero. Torbjorn was initially designed to be a specialized hero, and it'd be a strong defense option due to his armor-generating capabilities and controlling area with his turret. Scrap and collecting armor mechanics have proven to cause problematic gameplay issues, though. They're feast or famine nature. Yup, armor packs are terrible. Scrap and armor is just straight up terrible. The reason that Engineer does well in TF2 is because it's a dispenser that heals and gives you armor, and Engineer is very focused on building. It's a slower paced game. Doesn't really work as well when you kind of cut away the power of it and then force the character to have to go grab it and then come back and get all that. It doesn't work for a game like this. In TF2, it's kind of natural to get metal, right? Because you need ammo. You need ammo to fire your guns. But in this game, you don't really have any ammo. you don't have ammo at all, so... Like, you just reload, dude. If you're winning with Torb, you were able to gain tons of scrap and your team topped off with armor. However, if you weren't doing well, it often felt too difficult to gather scrap effectively. Yep, especially on offense. Enemy team dies in their back line. What are you gonna do? You can't run back there. John was amplified on offense as he struggled. Hey, that's the next line. Either use his abilities to grant armor, set up his turret, and upgrade in a useful position. In order to make the hero more flexible in a wide variety of situations, we start by making the turret much easier to deploy and remove both armor packet and scrap mechanics. Molten Core proved to be extremely tricky to use alongside new turret changes, so we changed it to a new area denial ultimate ability that can be used more freely. Lastly, we moved some of the old Molten Core function and new ability Overload, which replaces armor packs. There's a video! This is kind of cut off, but... Wait, what? What the heck just happened here? He just how much damage does that do? What the heck? Okay. That's not a headshot, though. So what's the damage? It was a little unwieldy to deal damage consistently due to its projectile speed and unintuitive trajectory. You increase its offensive potential by increasing the primary fire projectile speed and decreasing... He doesn't have the longest reload in the game, or second longest, I think, now. He's probably at least the third! Heck yeah, dude. You could always 3-tap. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like... But, like, I was thinking, it's the same, right? It looks the same. It didn't look that much different. Projectile speed increased from 60 to 70. Reload time reduced from 2.2 to 2. Okay, so that's what's different about this. He has the different speed, then. That's kind of nutty, actually. That's essentially like how Hanzo Arrow got buffed. That could be pretty crazy. Rivergun's alternate fire has been rebalanced by decreasing the recovery time between shots so that it matches the same cannon. Thank God. Thank you, Jeff. Holy. Any changes to right click is God tier, but that is the most annoying. Damage was lowered slightly as a result through the overall. It used to do 300 damage if every pellet crit, but that didn't happen. Consistency is literally better than damage, because the more consistent it is, the more damage you're gonna do. The rare off chance that you actually make the full gain of the damage never worked. Damage lowered slightly as a result. Not only secondary fire more responsive, but now spread pattern. Holy, they're giving it doom spread probably. Thank God. Heck yeah. Recovery lowered from 0.8 to 0.6. Damage lowered from 150 to 125. So you can't do 300 damage anymore. Oh no. It never happened anyway. Reload time reduced from... Okay, reload time is 2 seconds across. Spread pattern adjusted and random spread reduced. 50. What? 50? Okay, that's actually pretty decent. That's not even a lot. 50% is not a lot? Torb spread is like cheese. It's like grated cheese tossed at someone. That's basically Torb spread. Now, Torb spread is like throwing a cheese stick at somebody instead. What do you mean? Rivergun's functionality remains largely the same. It's been tuned up more consistent while dealing damage, and switching between primary and alt fire should be much to the deploy turret. The moment I've been waiting for my entire life. So now instead of throwing games, I can throw turrets. Feels good, man. Wait, what the? That looked weird. That looked like an armor pack. Wait, what? That's an instant level 2? Oh God! Okay, that's actually... it just deploys to a level. That's broken, dude! What the heck? Look at the cooldown time. That's so busted! Oh God, I can't wait to play Broken Torbjorn. Level 2, 250 HP, tossable. Somebody on high ground. Somebody over there and... Oh my God! Does core amplify turret? No, it doesn't. Okay, you said level 2 only. That's broken! What do you mean? That's actually awesome for offense, because that means that you can actually legitimately play and just run around and go, hoo, 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 boo, hoo, 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 boo. Oh, this is beautiful. Wait, I got a DM from some nerd. Heck yeah, dude. Alright, that's just my boy Steebo congratulating me on my new child here. Turret is now thrown projectile automatically build upon landing instead of needing to manually build. Turret level 7 removed, so you no longer need to hammer the turret other than to repair it. Ah, you still have hammer. God, Jeff, you should have removed it. God! Read the notes. What do you mean? What do you mean read the notes? Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading. You guys think I can't read? Alright, I may be a Torb main, but I'm pretty sure I can read. Let me get my glasses, though, just in case. Oh, wow, this is a lot clearer. Torbjorn's turret will now assist you by firing at enemies. Wait, hold up. Yeah, okay, that's where I was at. Will also now assist you by damage by rivet gun. Holy, that's actually really good. Giving players some control over EA targeting. That's actually insane. Will not attempt to fire at enemies not in line of sight. That's nice. Blade turret is now a thrown projectile. Half cooldown begins upon deployment. Full cooldown begins when turret is destroyed. Is it a 10-second cooldown then? Because it had 5-second cooldown when he deployed it? Oh, so it gets the cooldown on destroy. That might be kind of weird. What's the point of half cooldown? So you can kind of reposition it. So that means you can't just constantly toss it at people like I thought you could. New turret cannot be placed if the turret has taken or dealt damage within the last 3 seconds. What? Okay, that's kind of dumb. A new turret can't be placed. Huh? Okay, that's kind of stupid. I feel like that's gonna be like that's gonna be annoying. New interact ability, manually destroy your turret. This gives the player the ability to start the cooldown earlier if the turret is stuck in combat. Oh. But why would you do that? Why would you not just let you place another turret that's the same thing? Am I the dumb one here? What? Isn't that the same thing? Place a new turret. Destroy turret, then place turret. Take chip damage and kill it to move it later. Like, why is there ability to start the... I don't understand. My brain hurts. It's too complex for me. No longer exposed if Torbjorn dies while it's still building. That is actually one of the most annoying things in the world, dude. Destroy equals starts cooldown. Oh, okay, I get that now. So, oh, I get it. So it starts the 10-second cooldown. Hey, for the 100 Tau. So turret levels are moved. We already knew that. That's pretty good. Turret auto move 3 seconds. Well, that's better than 5 seconds. So that they deducted the 2 seconds that Torbjorn actually had. Well, technically they deducted the all 5 seconds that Torb had to do anything. Same amount of damage as previous level 2. What? It didn't get nerfed? The turret didn't get nerfed. What do you mean? Shoot faster, do less damage. It does the same damage. The turret didn't get nerfed. So you have a throwable turret that does the same damage. What? You consider the CD the nerf? I guess, but it already had an 8-second cooldown before. You're just adding a 10-second cooldown. And the thing is, if it doesn't get destroyed, you can just reposition it within 5 seconds. So overall, it's not really a change, besides just a straight up buff. Less health, though? But this is considered... I consider this new turret a level 1 turret. I consider it a level 1 because you don't have to invest your character into building it. Kinda. It's like a hybrid level 1, level 2, so I think that's fine. I don't really think that's much. Old Torb rated 2.2 second reload outdated. We waited number 1 NA player activated. Heck yeah, dude! I'm going for number 1. After the 2 weeks where he's removed. Should not have as much less time commitment to set up, allowing Torbjorn to throw it in position, get going right away. More control over who targets it. Torbjorn can redirect it onto exposed enemies or high priority targets by tagging them with his rivet gun. That's really good. Enemy perspective, destroying a turret should feel more rewarding as it will put the ability on cooldown. Jeff, it's like... Well, I guess that is... Oh, that is worse, because then... if it dies, then that ends up happening. That kind of sucks. Overload. Oh, that looks so stupid! Can I put this on loop? Oh god, that looks so dumb. Just a mini molten Torb is constantly... That is a dual ability right there, dude. God dang Speed Demon. You guys are afraid of Tracer. Nah. That's your real threat right there. You're gonna have a Torbjorn coming out of the flank going... Oh, wait. Hold up, guys. Wait, I just realized something. What do I do with this now? Do I throw this away? Oh, I would throw it, but I honestly don't want to break it, so I'm just gonna pretend to toss it. Whoa! Sorry, cat. I don't know where to put this now. Alright, no, I actually tossed it. Relic of the past. God dang, man, I was gonna bring that to TwitchCon. Now I'm a loser. That's pretty cool, though. New Overload is pretty sweet. What is it? New ability replaces armor pack. When Torb uses Overload, he gains temporary armor along with improved movement, attack speed, and reload. That's actually nutty. What is the reload, though? That's what matters. 150 temp armor. Broken. Temporary grants 30% increased movement speed. Broken. 30% increased reload and attack. 30% of 2 seconds. Math geniuses out there that are smarter than me. Somebody do the math. I don't know what that is. 1.6? It's almost always up. This is stupid. Heck yeah, dude. Temporary grant 30% increased hammer. Oh no! Oh no! People are gonna throw! Shoot! That sucks! Don't increase the hammer speed. People are gonna run around just meleeing people. Dirt, 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 dirt. Armor up! Overload! Dirt, dirt, dirt. Oh god, no. I don't want mini Reinhardt in here. 5-second duration, 12-second cooldown. So it's really like, it's not really a 12-second cooldown. Because when you start it, you have 5 seconds. That's like a 7-second cooldown. Why? What? Or does the cooldown... Okay, the 12 is after it ends. Wait, are we sure? Hold up, let's check the video. I want to make sure here, because... Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, good. I thought that was dumb. Alright, we good. I saw on the bottom right, it did show that. Alrighty then. Overload takes the functionality we loved about the old Molten Core and added to the form of ability can be used to match. It provides with offensive. Why didn't they make Molten Core? Why did they name this ability Overload instead of Molten Core and replace Molten Core with a different one? I understand that Jeff loves Molten Core because he probably designed the dungeon. He probably did some work on it back when he was doing WoW stuff for PvE. Wouldn't the name... Why make it complicated? Why not just Molten Core the other one? It was a tank, you're about to kill Torb and something has 150 HP. That's god tier, man. That's actually great. He's a little dueling powerhouse now. Only problem is everybody's gonna pick him. Powers up his claw arm, which enables him to create burning pools. Wait, is this the ability? Oh, it is. I didn't get to watch. They turned the hand into a gun? What? Hold up, loop time. He's Mega Man! Hell yeah, dude! 6v6 Torb Splatoon. Oh yeah, let's paint the map, guys! That AM dies fast, though. Obviously, you're probably not going to want to do what they did unless it's a choke point. You're probably going to want to try and cut off more than one area. But that's pretty cool. I like how he gets the Hanzo reticle, too, for a little bit. Look at all that pasta. God dang, mac and cheese Torbjorn is going to be great after this. Hey, I might have to use that skin. Taste my craft! Ah, I feel terrible saying that. Oh wait, did he already have low HP? Hold up, I want to look at Ham's HP. Did he already have low HP just for the demonstration? Like, what's his HP? Oh, he already had like 10, never mind. He was low, debated. I thought it actually could kill a Ham. They're probably just gonna walk through that, never mind, man. Oh, that's pretty cool though, I really like that. Hopefully it builds fast. I would love to see little dueling Torbs running around just shooting lava at people. I was his claw arm, enabling him to create raining pools of molten slag. I love the word slag so much. Go back to Borderlands. You need to see damage enemies standing on them. You can also use this area now in many ways. Control choke points. Objectives separate players from their allies, cut off escape routes, or slow an enemy advance. I'm afraid it won't do enough damage though. That's what I'm afraid. Look at the health hamster. Think about a squishy hero. I guess. I mean, the hamster only looks like he has 50, like 100 health or something. Let's see. Or slow an enemy advance. Enters a new weapon mode for 6 seconds. Launches up to 10 molten projectiles. That is actually a lot. So you kind of have to do like what you do with Genji. If you want to aim at a bunch of areas, you have to go real fast with your mouse. Deals extra damage to enemies with armor. That's really good. See you later, daughter! Get out of here! Bounces off walls and ceilings until coming into contact with the ground. Is this Portal? Is that what we're at here? We trying to make Portal here? Pooh, pooh. You could just launch it in the air, bounce it off a wall. God, this is like Junkrat and Portal all over again. It's like Portal with a little like the blue goo or whatever. You try and put Portal up there, bounce it from the wall. It's great. Why did you rally? Oh god, I would love to hear that. Base damage increases from 130 to 190 against enemies who have armor. What? So that's 190 until the armor's depleted, right? God, that is such a good anti-armor. SP scrap collecting on stream. Oh wait, all my stuff that's the scrap is gone. Shoot, I gotta fix everything now. They ruined it! Here's with armor. Bastion, Bridget, Diva, Arissa, Reinhardt, Torbjorn, and Winston Wrecking Ball. What they forget to mention, this character gives everybody armor. Oh wait, does that mean that Bridget's the only health modifier for other people now? She's the only character that can overheal. Using your... Oh, never mind, it's right there. I'm actually blind. Blind, by the way. The new Molten Core maintains the functionality of zoning enemies from safely entering crucial parts of the battlefield. Hold up, before... I'll read this line. This is the ultimate being more readily useful in situations where you aren't able to keep a turret up. Okay, so one thing I kind of have a problem with is I kind of wish it slowed people. Because otherwise it's going to be pretty useless in some situations. It's going to be kind of bad. It needs to, like... Why would it slow people? Because you just run by it. Okay, like, I don't know how big it is. The problem is this video, they all fired in one spot, so you need to see, like, one individual glob. A glob of molten juice. But I feel like you're gonna be able to get by it so fast. Like, that's Ham walking like an idiot. In a real game, Ham's never gonna touch that. Reinhardt's gonna charge by it. Bridget Rally, she's going running around fast. So, like, you can combo. Like, that's pretty good damage and all that there. But I just worry, I have a little bit of a worry about people just being able to get by it. They just run loose here, they run by, they get by, do all that. Because, I mean, this is an old, I don't know how long it lasts. That's actually probably the important part. So it says for 6 seconds, it doesn't say how long the pool lasts. That would be pretty important. Yeah, in the heat of a battle, this would be pretty good, but I don't know about, like, a Fitzy right there. See? Like, what if Fitzy just sprints by, just a little propaganda, and then runs by, and he's good? Molten Lost Lucis. Hello, Fitzy. Thank you very much for the 203 viewer host. By the way, my man, how are you doing, Fitzy? I hope your stream went well. I kind of just stopped gameplay and started reading patch notes, watching videos. That's where we're at right now. But thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Fitzy's stream, we were just going over the patch notes. We're actually near the end. So we've gone through many iterations, each with their own unique challenges, before landing what we think is fun. That's definitely fun, I guarantee that. I want to be Mega Man. I want to be little Mega Man Torbjorn. I can't wait for goddamn Mega Man Torbjorn fan art. This actually could mean that Torb can be in Smash now. Alright, I'm not even gonna say that. Excited to hear your feedbacks. Try out new challenges with PTR. Changes on PTR? Wait, are they on PTR now? Hold up. Hold up, fam. We on PTR? Opened, closed, opened. Let me type to you, Jeff! I want you to know how I feel! How do I type? Can I not type? I don't know if I can type. Says I'm in, I think, but, did they lock it? Can I not? Oh, what did I do? The heck did I do? What is this? Begin composing for this topic. Sure! Oh, shoot! What can I write? Thank you, Papa Jeff. This is very exciting. I cannot wait to overload all over my enemies and molten core them down. This is the greatest thing ever, Jeff. Smile. Slight smile. Oh yeah, I gotta put my emojis in there. Saving. Heck yeah, dude. Monka S. Oh no, that's my alt account. Shoot, why do I have my alt account logged in? No, it's not my foodie account. Oh well. Anime boy, good work. Oh man, I remember I renamed it to match our mug. Oh, that's pretty cool though. How do I get back to it? Oh man, that is pretty sweet though, dude. What do you want from me? PTR, please be out. It's not out. I'm checking. Hold up, let me open up the PTR thing in the little corner. BNet, there it is. Look at BNet. It says play, but when I go to update it, it's like, hey, we got a full update here. I think. Patch notes, PTR. Maybe I'm a moron. No, it still says Roadhog and stuff. I'll leave that there, and then when it says downloading will be good. It's anime. Shh, ironic. We changed it. Don't worry. Alright, you said later today. Oh, but then I'm gonna have to play the game. Alright, well, we'll close that until everybody screams at me, PTR is here! PTR is here! Guess I'm gonna have to do a goddamn humongous stream today. Let me just message something. Oh my god, that's actually insane though. Jame, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Hog got to change, Hog got the nerf, remember? Hog got the nerf on the PTR. It's still old PTR. React harder. Oh my god, guys. Torb Rework. Here. Hopefully that's a good reaction for you. Oh man, where did you end last season? Top 500. And currently, I am a god gamer right now who is also top 500. Heck yeah, dude.
Less than three, love you.
Oh my god. Peaches, thank you very much for the 11 months in a row. And Jin Toki, thank you for continuing your gifted sub. Let's go back here though. Yo, which place top 500? I have no idea, my man. I'm sorry. Top 500 is 42,000. It's really low. Don't worry about it. That's the start of every season. But heck, I'm top 500. Okay. Soon enough, I'll be rank 1. Give me this, though. Give me, Jeff. Let me reach out and grab it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So, the rivet gun change, the faster projectile speed, I don't really know if there's an easy way to, like, see the difference besides playing it for the speed itself. Because the projectile speed looks pretty alright. I don't know what Hanzo's projectile speed is. Because that could be like, comparing to, you know, a broken character like Hanzo, kind of tells me how good Torb's gonna be. I honestly think Torb's gonna be heckin' good, dude. But not broken. Maybe. Overload's pretty good, turret's pretty... He might be pretty broken. We'll figure it out. Hanzo's 100? Okay, that's not... Yeah. That's, up there. Reload time? This is my favorite part about the entire rework, by the way. just lowering that down by any amount makes me feel happiness, dude. It makes me feel joy. People think new turret's broken. It's good, but the problem is when it gets destroyed, it goes and resets to a 12-second cooldown. So that means that you're rewarded for focusing the turret now. Before, you were rewarded by the fact that the turret was absolutely terrible, but now you're rewarded for killing the turret. 12 second? I thought it was 5. So when you go to deploy the turret, it's 5 seconds. It will be 5 seconds until you can throw another one. But if the turret is taking damage, Torbjorn decides to explode the turret, or the enemies killed the turret, it starts a 12-second cooldown now instead. And Torb kind of goats with ults. The problem is with goats generally goes in relatively early into a fight, right? They're not waiting for you to get ults. New Torb looks like he could get ult really fast. Because overload, because of him just having a lot of damage with turret and him, just splitting up those two characters, whatever. He has a lot of damage, so he can get out really fast. It's double Pharaoh rockets. Fog. That's nutty. But like Torb could be a mini McCree. Honestly, like there's no reason to pick McCree at this point, maybe. Because you have Hanzo for the actual hit scan, you have Torbjorn for damage. Because I could see Torb outputting a lot of damage here. He's gotta suck for McCree mains, but hey, they're gonna be Torb mains now, dude. Heck yeah, brother. Tips for Torb attack when the team won't cooperate. There's not much you can do, my man. You just gotta, I don't know, try your hardest, communicate. These people talks, just mute them. Not really much you can do there. What Blizzard do to McCree? Nothing. But they did this to Torb. That could be, Torb's literally a better McCree. Why would you pick McCree? When you could pick the dude with a turret, a goddamn steroid, and a god ultimate. No head hitbox reduction feels bad, man. I think that's personally fine because overload. just overload, dude. This thing, 150 HP, decent duration. If you're dueling someone, most of the time you're just gonna. So what overload would be used for? The situations that it would be used for in is when you go to fight people, when you go to duel, when you go to expose yourself. The head hitbox issue is kinda when you're fighting. You get crit, you die instantly. Now, snipers are gonna do that to any character. They're gonna murder any character. But with overload, you can get that extra HP in armor and just go to town for a little bit. Like, it's the equivalent of using Molten Core before, the current Molten Core, to duel people. You know? Frontline DPS. I think he's not frontline. I think Torbjorn would be better off played not in the back line, not in the front line, but in the middle. Just because he has shotgun buffs, you can be far, far more proactive with turret. So you don't really, like... Now I think you want to try and place turret with team, because you don't have to waste time to build it. So you want that extra damage to go off, and you can use your team as a semi-distraction for the turret itself to build up. Like, that's gonna be pretty good. Like, where's the play turret? We'll just leave that on loop for a minute. Like, this ability, the turret now, that's gonna be so much better for playing around and with your team than it would be for current Torb, where you kind of want to place the turret in a corner, you want to kind of keep it safe. You don't want turret to die, but you want it to overview a location. This turret is going to be a lot easier to manage because you don't waste your time on it. Torb can still repair the turret, but like, no. It's not going to happen. You're not going to repair a turret. I mean, you might, just because the cooldown of like it dying might be annoying, but that's going to be pretty rare, man. Because it was talking about how much, because of how overloaded Torb is priority to hacks if you bury yourself like a hack time against the Sombra. Does hack disable that though? Because hack didn't disable Molten Core. YTG, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. So the thing is, this is considered an ability. I would assume it'd be like Farah's Jets, so hopefully you'd be able to disable it. But you might not be able to, right? Because you couldn't disable core. But that was an ult. I don't know if you could disable this. You can disable its transformation. Yeah, this is a transformation. It's like Genji Blade. I don't think Sombra would be good against Torb now, dude. With a tighter spread on shotgun, do they have an example of the shotgun fire at all? Deploy turret, they don't really use the alt fire stuff, kinda sucks. I would love to look at that, but like, with this, he's gonna be pretty good for dueling. He's gonna probably be pretty good for protecting supports. I can see him being like an advanced version of Bridget, you know, where Bridget's kind of like running around smacking people one-shotting, except he's a DPS now and he's a god. What about target priority from a turret? How should that be working? What do you mean? Where a turret will now, turret's target priority, I'd assume, is the same. It's default. So it defaults, in my mind, it probably defaults until Torbjorn shoots target. Which will be incredibly helpful, by the way, for duels. Because technically speaking, all you have to do is hit somebody with one pellet to get the turret off. So, if you're not that great at aiming, you can just right-click somebody. Now you have a turret helping you, and then you can just dink them. So that's pretty good. Like, also, this is going to be super bad for tracers. I think Torb might actually be a tracer counter, because you get... So normally when turrets, like, firing at the front line, tracers in the back line, so you currently targets from primary fire, does it? Is it not right-click as well? I thought it was rivet gun in total. Deploy turret. Deploy turret is thrown projectile. Why rivet gun's primary? Ah, that sucks. So you can't right-click. No! Alright, so you can primary fire, though. Which is gonna be harder, but the faster speed should help out. I was thinking, man, that right-click would have been great. Just one little pellet and then boop! So, left-click means, okay, you might still have some trouble against Tracer, but it does mean that you'll actually be able to finish Tracer off, though. Because normally, so, when you hit her in the head, right, she goes, boop! Like, when that happens, she's left with the 10 HP or whatever, because that's Tracer. Now the turret, I hope, as soon as you hit her in the head, turret should dink her and kill her, if it's in range. I would assume. Was hammer even used now? Hammer's still used to repair the turret. So you can either use hammer to repair the turret, throw in matches, or melee people. There's decent usage for hammer still, to be honest. The food school. Bye, guys. Bye-bye, biz! See you later. We'll probably get PTR in an hour. Heck yeah, dude. I gotta eat eventually, though. God dang. I had terrible sleep yesterday. Saying, is you happy with the rework? Heck yeah, dude. This is a better... This is a more proactive version of Torb. It's basically like... For TF2, Engineer had a couple of playstyles. One of them being my favorite, being Mini-Sentry NG, where you could kind of go aggro. Because you'd kind of plop a turret down in the middle of a fight, or you could plop it down on a flank real quick, and you don't have to worry. The turret's already built, it's done, it does decent damage, and it's fast. So you get to run around, you get to go in, you get to shoot people, pop off, go left and right, you get duel. That is what I wanted for Torb. So I'm pretty happy. People that liked the general, like, passive build style, it's probably not going to be as efficient, probably not going to be as good, in all honesty. It's probably going to suck more than, you know, more than playing actively would be. So Swishman goes on a rampage after finding stacks of Swedish fish. Our Swedish fish! Oh man, Swedish fish are great. Yeah, we need Swedish fish and Swedish meatballs. Sorry you didn't sleep well. They removed hammer. No, they did not remove hammer. Where are the patch notes? It's actually before rework. So, they didn't remove hammer. Hammer stays. Hammer's only usage is essentially meleeing people or healing turret. His new ability, Overload, actually, it buffs Torb's fire rate, essentially. Does it buff right-click, too? Rivet gun. So it buffs rivet gun, reload, attack speed, and it buffs hammer speed. So nothing really changes on that front. Torbjorn is still the same dwarf character, you know, with core. except now he doesn't level 3. He doesn't have the annoying scrap mechanic, which is pretty good. Hello, Honeydew. His ultimate seems kind of sucky. That's an ultimate that I think you have to play with, to be honest. Because the problem is the way they demonstrate it with a low HP ham. They demonstrate it by putting all of the blobs in the same area. And they're probably not maximizing the edges of the blobs to actually line up. I hope. I really hope they're not maximizing it. If there's a tiny little blob, I would be very upset. But like... So right here, you can see ham is low. It looks like they're gonna do a lot of damage. To be honest, one thing people probably don't think of is... You know Hanzo grab combo? Yeah, it's back. Probably better than ever. Like, legitimately, this is probably better than Hanzo grab combo. Seems faster? Depletes armor? Just saying. Torb Zarya is probably really good. I'm not even joking. No more armor cards? Heck yeah, dude. Remove the armor cards. Let's damage DPS even on armor than dragon. See, but what you don't realize is this is faster. This is a faster deploying. So as soon as Zarya does it, you can do it. Hanzo takes time with bow. With the bow, the arrow, he needs a little bit of better positioning. So the time that the grav is in there, I don't know, because I'm not doing the math obviously right now. I don't know if it would still do less than Hanzo, because it's faster. Rinse out heals more than this. Nated Moira out heals this. It can out damage Transcendence if it stacks. So it says the base damage increases from 130 to 190. I assume each Molten Pool doesn't stack, but it's kind of hard to tell. Because I assume it would be broken if you put them all in one spot and it just one-shotted someone. I assume Blizzard probably doesn't want that. But that's still pretty good for an area. I could definitely see a grav combo going off there, because I mean, you're still wasting their ult. You're wasting something, or else they get team wiped. You're forcing them to pick Zenyatta, who, generally speaking, I don't think Zenyatta is too great against Torb. Because Torb is kind of like Kree, where they can kind of just tap him easy. Now Turch, the Bastion's shoulder. No, that's not part of the update. You've been baited by someone. You understand the cooldown part? Can you explain? Alright, we'll explain for you. So, if we go up to the turret, here, I'll make the video big. Notice the turret in the bottom right. So, see how, we'll watch the video again. See how it goes on a 5-second cooldown? When you toss it out, it starts the 5-second cooldown. Now, the thing is, I don't know if it, okay, in the video it doesn't show. But, so when you start it, it's on a 5-second cooldown back here. Freaking, hey dude! There we go. So it starts out the 5-second cooldown. When the turret either A, gets destroyed, B, Torbjorn destroys it, or I don't think there's a C. But A or B gets destroyed. It starts a 10-second cooldown now. So you deploy the turret, you can throw another one out, but you can't throw one out if it's taking damage. So during that time you can throw another one out, it starts another 5-second cooldown. But if it's taking damage, you can't throw one out, so you detonate it. You go, boop, turret's dead. Now it's on a 10-second cooldown after that. So it's pretty It's gonna be a very weird one. There's no more level 3, there's no level 3. No level 3, no scrap, no armor. Those are all gone. Like, what is the button next to shift? I genuinely don't know. I assume it's similar to the interact key for Sombra. Not Sombra. Well, no, Sombra has it too. Sombra or Symmetra is what I would assume. So I would assume Torbjorn has an interact key now, where he can destroy the turret with that, like, let's see. I think it glows once. Yeah, see how it's glowing once the turret's actually placed? It doesn't say key on it. I like the little animation of turret going, "Whoa, I'm dead!" You know the other one out after the 5-second cooldown? Yes. So turret gets placed, 5-second cooldown starts, 5-second cooldown goes off, but if that Zarya right there were shooting the turret, you wouldn't be able to place another turret until the turret stopped getting shot for 3 seconds, or it dies. And if it dies, the 10-second cooldown now starts, your little cooldown down there, where it wasn't on cooldown before, now it's on cooldown. That's kind of what happens there. I think there is a thing where the turret dies. I don't know if it's that one. I'm pretty sure there's a video. I guess not, but either way, that's really, really cool. I'm gonna turn Chrome off real quick because I want to log into my main account so I can comment, because I want Papa Jeff to love me. And yeah, I just want Jeff's praise and approval. They mentioned being able to mark targets. Yes, so if you have the primary fire, if you primary fire with Torbjorn onto an enemy, that will make the turret target the person that got hit. So basically the way that turret works now, it starts out, God, why does it keep logging me into anime boy? I'm not an anime boy. Sup, Battle.net. I'm not an anime boy, leave me alone. What the heck? Who wants Jeff's approval? Yeah, I do. Papa Jeff, Papa Gino, all of them, all the papas. I want all the papas, dude. Hold up, I need Rework. It keeps loading me with the goddamn anime boy account. I want to comment on my own account. I want everyone to be like, wow, it's that dude. Oh my god. Log in, please. Thank God, Blizzard. Your website better work. Heck. Oh my god, it's dying. Did I do it? Oh, I did it. Alright, now we can comment. Alright, comment. Begin composing. Wow, this Torbjorn rework looks very great. It seems they tried to fill a style similar to Battle NG, mini-century from TF2. I cannot wait to play this on the PTR when it comes out. I really want to overload. You know, maybe we'll keep the load part out this time. Alright, there we go. I don't care about my spelling mistake. I can only do it once. I'd probably, you know, honestly, I don't know if that's against the purpose. Be like, oh man, you know. That's great though. Okay, we're gonna go back to the top. It's loading, but man, this is crazy. I actually didn't think it would come out today. I thought we were gonna get Blizzard being like, hey, yeah, Torwork's going fine. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what's going on. BlizzCon. This is great, dude. Oh my god. You know when PTR will be live? We don't. I'll launch PTR again, though. You guys want to see some Torb gameplay? Before he gets demolished and turned into a better character? Because I think we've discussed the rework planning right now. I think we have a decent idea here. You want to see a top 500 god lose video games? Heck yeah, dude. I'm gonna save this. We did our comments. We're gonna go over it again real quick though. So, Torb. New Torb. Quick. Fast. 60 seconds. Torb goes pew 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 pew. Torb throws turrets. Torb gets really hot and sweaty. And Torb spews out lava everywhere. There you go. You now know Torbjorn. Congratulations. You guys are ready for the rework. Heck yeah, dude. Alright. Let's play the game.